Okay, we're going to look at arc length and sector area, and we're going to prove the formulae for both of these things now, because we have to remember these. It's important we understand where it comes from. Now let's just start of all take the formula we know for a circle. Now the area of a circle we have to know off by heart. That is equal to pi r squared. Okay, and the circumference of our circle is equal to 2 pi r, or pi times the diameter. So let's look at our arc here now. Now we've taken a sector of the circle, so the arc length, that is this part here. Okay, now the arc is a proportion of our whole circumference. Now the proportion of that circumference is the proportion of the angle out of the total angles in a circle. Now we should know that the total angles in the circle is 360. So therefore the arc length here is that fraction of the angle out of 360 times by the whole circumference. So my arc length, my formula, is equal to theta, that's the angle, divided by 360, so that tells me the proportion of the distance I have to travel around, times by the distance I would travel around, so times 2 pi r. So that's the formula for my arc length. And now my sector, i.e. the area of this section here, well, it's exactly the same idea. It's theta divided by 360. That will tell me the proportion of the circle that is in this sector, and then we're going to times it by the area of the whole sector. So the area of the sector is equal to theta divided by 360 times by this time the area, so pi r squared. So that's the reason why our two formulas work. You now have to make sure you can remember them and then apply them. So if we look at a question here, here's our formulae up the top. They're the ones you have to remember in the exam. And we've got a sector of a circle here. So let's start by finding out the arc length. So my arc length is this length all the way around. So using our formula, we are told that the arc length is theta divided by 360, so that's 210 degrees divided by 360 degrees, times by 2 times pi times r, so times 2 times pi times 5.2. Now put all that into your calculator and you should get 19.06 centimetres to 2 decimal places. Now if we want to work out the area of this sector, then we apply the second formula, which tells me it's theta divided by 360, so it's still 210 divided by 360 times this time by the area of a circle, which is pi times 5.2 squared. And now we put all that into our calculator, we should get 49.55 centimetres squared to 2 decimal places. Okay, so try and remember those formulae, at least try and remember how you get them, and then you should be absolutely fine. Okay.